Rabotai, we are starting one of the most amazing topics, and that is will. Sha'ar harason. The power of your willpower. Now, that before we start is a very, very big thing. It's probably one of the greatest things that you could conquer, your willpower. There was a story where Shlomo Zalman Auerbach, Zecher Tzadik V'Kodosh Libracha. Now you have to understand, back in the day, they didn't know anything about cigarettes being harmful. They found out later on, cigarettes are bad for you. But they didn't know. Think about it, cigarettes came out, and everybody's smoking. Nobody knew anything. And later on, they found they could cause lung cancer. You knew that, Jack? You knew that? In the beginning, they didn't find that. In the beginning, they didn't know that. A guy created cigarettes, and people were smoking cigarettes left and right. They didn't realize that, until people were getting sick, and more people were getting sick, and more people were sick, and more people were getting sick. Like, oh, what's going on over here? This is out of control. And then they knew for sure, cigarettes is bad. So when they first came out, a lot of people were already addicted. Because think about it, as a man drinking water, and then somebody says, oh, something's wrong with water, they were addicted to cigarettes. It was addiction. All of a sudden, they came to Shlomo Zalman Auerbach the day they came out with the article and they found out that cigarettes are bad for you. He was smoking, he had the cigarette. He took out the cigarette. And he said, I will never smoke another cigarette for the rest of my life. And he never smoked another cigarette for the rest of his life. They took that cigarette that he ended and they framed it. In a glass, a last cigarette from him. And never ever wants to. If anybody wants to buy it, let me know. I know the guy. I'll get you a good deal on it. You frame it in your house. You see what willpower is? People are gay, is this that diet, not diet. Comes Hanukkah, he's stuffing down 10 donuts. One for every day, 8 donuts. He has to make minhag. How many times do you have the people going on the diets? Right? Oh, I'm on a diet. Yeah, we'll see you in 2 weeks. He can't last. After he goes to one wedding, he has dessert table, this, that. Oh, this looks crazy. What is this, a crepe with sauteed bananas and peanut butter and this, that? I don't know about that. Maybe I'll start my diet next week. Next week comes, he has another bar mitzvah, so that's start next week. Next week comes, see you, this, that, I'll start my next. And every week he's starting next week. And when does he start? No. Forget that. Forget that. He can eat other stuff. He doesn't have to eat the bakery stuff, After that, what happens? He says, I'm going to wait till I'll make a new Kabbalah. Rosh Hashanah, I'll start Rosh Hashanah. Because you know what? Rosh Hashanah, Oneg Yom Tov, you have to eat something good. Shabbat, that. I'll start this. I'm still young. I could start when I'm 40. Before you know it, the guy's 85 years old. He's still trying to see if he's going to go on a diet or not diet. You know why? Because the willpower strong enough. The willpower ain't strong enough. How many times a guy, he has fried. Fried is not healthy, my friends. Fried food is not healthy. And I can say with confidence, Baruch Hashem, I'm off of any fried foods, I would say about at least 7 years. Not one potato chip, not one French fry, not one fried item from about 7 years straight. Yeah, the fried food is not healthy. It's disgusting. If you knew what a restaurant does when he fries your chicken. I saw one night after the restaurant was done, I saw the guy one night, he took the oil. He's not allowed to throw it in this, it'll clog the sink in the restaurant. He cannot pour it in there. They have a special garbage dump to dump that oil. You realize that? And this is, and this, they have a grease trap. So if you say you have a grease trap, imagine what goes into your stomach. You want to have a grease trap in your stomach? I'm not again. I know it's hard to cut down fried. I know it's hard. I know it's very hard to cut down, right? I know it's very, very hard. I can say with confidence, I know, but at the end of the day, it's very, very hard. I'm not saying, okay, fine, don't have, to each his own, but at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is willpower is willpower. And the same thing is with sugar. Sugar is addiction. Sugar is an addiction. Tell me, you don't think of that? I have a 2-year-old baby that literally, you take the lollipop away, she'll scream from now till Shamayim. Oh, my lollipop, blah, 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 blah. But if you take a cream cheese sandwich, she's not screaming. Okay, big deal. I'll have a different cream. I'll eat something else. The lollipop, she's screaming. Why? It's an addiction. It's addiction. It's addiction. It's addiction. Yeah. Sugar's an addiction. Sometimes the people. I had a friend that he was addicted to Coca-Cola. Every day he had a bottle of Coke. Every single day he had a bottle of Coke without fail. Finally, he hit 30, whatever, and he says, "I'm stopping." And he had to stop. He had no choice. By the way, I had no choice also with the fried, so I'm not such a hot child. Yeah, I automatically cut down fried food because I remember I told you the story how one time my stomach was really, really killing me. I told you the story, right? To grilled cheese. I had a nephew came back from camp. He says, I was like, how was camp? He's like, I was sick. I had a grilled cheese sandwich, fried grilled cheese sandwich. Like the Wonder Bread, I'm talking about, like the sponge bread, what I'm talking about? Like the bread, it's like it's very, very, very soft bread, and it's so soft where you fry it, all the liquid, all the oil gets saturated inside. So I was like, oh, it was good. He's like, it was sick. I went one night, my wife and I, we went to there was a restaurant that opened, and I saw that they had on the appetizer, grilled cheese sandwich fried. I was like, I never saw this in my life. All right, Minat Shamayim, I must eat it. I ate it, and I was like, oh, it's disgusting. I was like, oh, I'm safek. Oh, dude, should I have enough for Birkat Hamazon? Don't I have enough for Birkat Hamazon? I'm not sure. What are you talking about? I'm not going into the halachot now. You need, it was a regular bread fried, it was a kazait fried. You have to make Birkat Hamazon. So fried. You want the halachot? Call me up after this, we'll talk. I'm not talking. No, it's not true. It's not true. It's hamotzi. It's not true. It's hamotzi. It happens to be. It's hamotzi. I'm not going into it. Chamadia does not say that. Chamadia says if you're frying it, you don't have the level of making matzah on the seder night. Lil seder. Lil seder is not considered matzah. Lil seder. Not that it's not hamotzi. If you fry a kazait of bread, it's going to be hamotzi. If you fry less than a kazait of bread, you small pieces of bread, okay, it's something else. Then already it's a different situation. It'll be mezonot. But if it's frying kazait, it's hamotzi. In any case, continue the story. What are we up to? Grilled cheese. All right, so finish eating. That night, come home. I really feel like there's 1,000 knives in my stomach stabbing me. I was like, oh my goodness. I accepted on that point. I'll never eat fried. That's it, finished. Willpower is willpower. You have to understand your willpower is so strong that whatever it is, you can literally change your life. Literally. Because it's all these non-healthy foods and there's all these addictions that kill a person. How many times you have alcoholics? The alcoholics kill a human being. They kill a human being. I know. It was an alcoholic that I know. Alcoholic I know. Okay? We went to, we had a thing on Sukkot. He came. I said, hey, Chavod, take a little shot. He wouldn't take a small little shot, little, like a small thing, like a l'chaim. You know how you make l'chaim? Make l'chaim. He wouldn't do it. I said, why? Very impressed. He says, I was an addicted. I was an addict. I'm staying so far away that I don't even want to have a taste. Because he starts, you know where it's going to lead. The willpower of him was very, very strong. His willpower was so strong that I didn't want to get close to it. That's what you have to be with averot. Averot, our willpower has to be so strong. If it's an averah, my willpower is so strong that I will never ever commit a sin ever in my whole entire life. That's it, finished. My willpower is so strong. I love Hashem so much that I'm accepting upon myself from now to the end of life that I will never ever sin against Borei Olam. You know what I'm talking about? A guy has a temptation, or maybe he's going to see. Your willpower has to be so strong. My eyes is for God only. That's it, finished. A lady with sniut. Oh, now comes the summer. Now how is she going to address sniut? Rabbi, but it's hot, Rabbi. I need to wait a little bit. So what's with your willpower? Your will has to be stronger than what your feelings have to be. And you have to understand, no, I won't make a stumbling block in front of a man, and I will be tzniut. That's the willpower. You understand? This is so important what we're saying here today. You have to make your willpower strong. It has to be in your mind. You have to have accepting in your mind. This is what I'm doing. This is what I decided. I will commit from now forever. That's it. That's a willpower. It has to be engraved. It has to be engraved in your brain. Accepting in your brain. You make that Kabbalah. That Kabbalah is with you. You accept it. That's it. Nothing's going to stop you. Nothing's going to stop you. You have to be strong with your full gut. That's it. Nothing's going to stop me. Yeah, I was mekabel myself, shmirat einayim. I was mekabel myself, I watch my eyes. Now one thing is going to stop me. I'll go beyond and beyond. To make sure my eyes are clean. Nothing's going to stop me. And it's the same thing with any avirah and anything that you want to take upon yourself. Your willpower has to be extremely, extremely strong. And your mind has to be so powerful and think it and engrave your Kabbalah. Engrave what you said you're going to do so etched in your brain where you know it's so deep down, nothing will ever stop you. That's willpower.